I think the Cleveland game was like a playoff atmosphere. The Memphis game had all the makings early on of a playoff atmosphere, and that dissipated rather quickly. And then tonight, yeah, I felt, we got off to a quick start, but I mean, they just were chipping away, wouldn't go away. And, you wouldn't expect that from a team with that kind of a talent. But to go to overtime and to outscore them 14-4, and so many guys stepped up. I mean, Jamal is a warrior, and the guy can barely move right now. Played 41 minutes. His back was acting up, but he's just able to go out there and perform at a high level. Nikola, for all the critics out there, another triple-double, 40, 17, and 10. Only one turnover against that defense, and all the different lineups they threw at him is just amazing. Michael Porter, I just showed one clip. KCP had one rebound tonight. Might be the biggest rebound of his career. And not great execution. They knocked the ball in the backcourt. Jamal shoots a desperation shot. And those types of plays, that's a 50-50 ball. One team wants it, one team has to have it. And KCP went and got that. And we find Michael Porter Jr. for a wide open three. Big shot. Couldn't be more proud of our guys because that was a playoff atmosphere, Mike. And great to have Aaron Gordon back. I thought the bench unit was solid. Bruce Brown, 13 and 7. Just contributions across the board, and another home win, which is the fans were outstanding tonight. What a great atmosphere.
What impact do you think the back-to-back did have?
I'm sorry?
What impact do you think the back-to-back had, especially late in the game?
I don't think much, to be honest. I mean, we didn't play guys crazy minutes last night because of the lopsided loss in Memphis, which was a good thing for tonight. As I said pregame, I think our team, our players, our coaching staff, when we get embarrassed, I think we do a really good job of showing up the next game. And, one thing we're always talking about is, good teams don't lose 2 games in a row. That's something you strive for. And, tonight we're able to pull it out. And, again, that's a really good team. That's going to be a dangerous team as they continue to get healthy and get their new guys incorporated. But a hell of a home win.
When Michael Porter's hitting like that in that third quarter he had when he did a lot offensively for you guys, how much do you feel like him being locked in like that elevates like this offense, in particular that starting 5?
Well, I mean, the best thing about it is I know he was 4 of 8 from the 3, 11 boards, but how about some of the drives? I mean, I'm not just talking in transition, catching it during that set. He's catching the ball on the wing against a set defense, a really good defense with great individual defenders. And his ability, his willingness, Harrison, to get downhill, put pressure on the rim, and finish has been just off the charts this year. And I think, now as he's feeling healthier, you're just seeing the complete player that he is. He's not just a one-trick pony that can make threes. He can score in the paint, driving to the basket. He can make big threes. He can rebound. He can use his length on defense. So this is so much respect for Michael's continued development and maturation.
Did Aaron play with some pain there tonight, Coach? It looked like he was holding his chest late.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, he's been out for a couple weeks now with that rib contusion or whatever they're calling it, and he's gotten hit there a few times. I've never experienced that, thank goodness, but I'm sure every time you're, guarding somebody in the post or driving to the basket and you're getting hit in that area, it's got to be uncomfortable. But, he had 6 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, and 6 fouls. You can't take him with you. So it was great to have him back.
Coach, you mentioned the Jokić haters. A lot has been made of his defense over his career. Tonight, 3 steals, including possibly a game-sealing steal. And the rebounds, he was awesome on the rebounds. Does that further prove his case, as a two-way player and stuff like that?
Yeah, for me, there's nothing to prove. I think for everybody in this room, there's nothing to prove. But there's a national audience out there, and then I think it's great that this game was on ESPN so he can continue to showcase his abilities. And I couldn't agree with you more. Nikola impacts the game in so many ways. Is he going to be a guy that's going to be on SportsCenter making a game-saving block? No, he's not. But his hand-eye coordination, the deflections, the steals, and we've seen it, I think maybe the first MVP year, he had probably earned 4 game-saving blocks in that season. So if you're looking for a super athlete to win MVP, he's not your candidate. If you're looking for a great player that impacts winning in every possible way, whose team is first place in the Western Conference, then he's your man. And frankly, I don't give a damn what people think. I know he's the MVP, and his teammates know that, and all the fans here in Denver, back home in Serbia, know that.
Where's Reggie at with his integration process? Like if Jamal needs a night, is Reggie at a point where you can throw him in the starting lineup, or is that still a ways?
No, I think so. I mean, the best thing about Reggie is, now will there be some, growing pains? Of course, but I mean, Reggie's got, 11, 12 years under his belt, a lot of big games under his belt. So if Jamal needs a game, or at one point I considered getting Jamal out in the overtime period because I was watching him move, I was going to put Reggie in for him. I have complete confidence that Reggie will go out there and play to the best of his ability. I mean, that guy is a proven veteran who's going to continue to help this team.
They outscored you 32-23 in the fourth quarter, and they scored just 4 points in the overtime period. What kind of led to that flipping of the switch on defense, especially with no Aaron Gordon down the stretch?
Yeah, I mean, they're a good team. Obviously, Kawhi, Paul George, are they going to score points? To your point, I felt our defense in the first quarter was really good. Second, third, and fourth, not so much. And then we kind of regrouped. And I think what helped us, too, was we jumped them in overtime. We get fouled the first possession, we split. Then I think we hit a three, then we hit another three. So it's like a 7-0 run to start. And we've shown all year long, we have the #1 clutch defense in the NBA. When the game is on the line, we have the ability, and you hate this as a coach, but sometimes you have the ability to turn it on and understand the importance of the possession or that stage of a certain game. And tonight in that overtime period was just another example of that.
Thank you.